We back on Wednesday. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, boy?
All right, y'all. Hey, we ready.
You got to reach Charles.
Hey, you know, I want to start the night by saying hello, people. We're gonna still try to learn. Hello, people.
Hello, guys. Hello, girls.
What? Hello, boy.
No. Hello, what?
Right. Hello, Charlie.
Yeah.
I know what we're gonna be saying bye-bye to some folk in a minute. Oh Lord, I ain't gonna start that. But no, what I'm promoting now, I want to start by, I love my black businesses, especially here in Savannah. So I'm promoting Also Shaded Sunglasses. Good friend of mine, because I didn't promote him last night, so I'm gonna promote him. He got shades for you. I got about 4 or 5 pair, but you can't buy mine. But Also Shaded Sunglasses. If you know my boy James Oliver, most of y'all do. If you don't know him, get at me. He got great deals. He can get inventory. Hey, look here. If you want to look good like me, you better check him out. What's going on, Bernard?
Nothing, man. Shit, man. I'm all over the place. I'm back and forth from Atlanta to Savannah, Savannah. You about to start volleyball, and I'm just a one-man show trying to get some rest, to be honest. But other than that, man, I was glad to go back home last week, man. Trust me. It's a whole new different world up there, you know.
Oh, I know it. I lived in Atlanta. Well, I'll say this. I lived in Atlanta, metropolitan Atlanta for 5 years. I started in Sandy Springs. I went to Doraville, came back to Peachtree Corners, and then moved to East Point.
Right.
So I know about that line.
Yeah. It's man, I was down there, West End, you know, checking on my brother, family. We had a little family gathering, but
right.
It was great. It was good. It was good. And needed it, man. Cause I was about to, oh Lord, Savannah's a handful.
Not a handful. Yeah. Not a handful. We're gonna talk about it tonight. We're gonna talk about it. I don't know what Charlie and Shonda around here. Y'all, she lazy. I just want y'all to know I said it here first. She lazy. She don't plan ahead. So I don't know what to say about Shonda.
Right.
Definitely around here with a cheap phone, so it don't work.
Man, come on now. We gotta do better than that.
Yeah, man, you better than that, Tiffany. You better than that. You bigger than that.
Well, you bigger than that.
Yeah, you bigger than. Come on, man. Dr. Betty Jones, how are you? Dr. Jones right here. But boy, I ain't gonna tell them. Y'all better follow the campaign page. I'm trying to tell you. They talked about my sign. But guess what? Somebody called me today. Charlie Brown talking about, you got them signs everywhere.
Yeah. I talked about them, but they're everywhere. I talked about them, but they're everywhere.
We rebranding because y'all gonna, when I tell you, that's one example of listening. You better believe we gonna win this. But let's jump into it. General discussion. What's going on with Marjorie Taylor Greene? She got attacked at a restaurant, and she around here all mad up when she around here looking like a total self when she used to bully folk. What's going on with margarine, as they call her, Marjorie Butter Greene?
Man, something wrong with all of them, to be honest, man. It's getting to a point where America done got out of hand. You know what I'm saying? Been out of hand. And they just figure, you know, she figures she can do whatever she want to do, say whatever she want to say, and people are tired of it. You know what I'm saying? RG, people are tired of it, man. People on the edge.
Yeah.
You know, any little thing will set them off, and I'm one of those people.
All y'all need is a little bit of medicinal marijuana.
Man, seriously.
You need a snap
for her, man. I don't really pay them no attention whatsoever, man. It's a whole new different world out there. You know, they thinking, you know, they can say anything, do anything to anybody, and they figure, you know, because who they are, that they ain't gonna fly no more. They ain't gonna fly no more, man. And I keep telling people, you know, stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, they hit you, hit them back. So I don't know what she complaining. She's been a bully forever. So what? Woman, shut up.
Well, here's the thing with Marjorie. Marjorie reminds me of the typical Caucasian woman who understands and leverages privilege. And when that gas tank runs out, then they start crying. But she ain't at the crying level just yet. You ain't seen But what my disappointment is with her is she just say things and see what's going to stick on the wall. She even made a stupid comment a couple of weeks ago about separating the states and all that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, are you on that stuff or are you for real? Like, are you what's going on? Because you even Mitt Romney said she looks stupid. Like, be serious. Stop trying to be. She reminds me of somebody who in school that don't have friends, and so because you don't have friends, you just say stuff and you try to be this whatever, and you just make yourself look ridiculous. And so that's just what's going. Marjorie. We hope that you don't run again, and we hope that the Democratic Party of Georgia can find somebody to just put you aside because you need some help. Yeah. I would say something else, but I'm not going to be vulgar on the show. But you need some help.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's you know, you get to trust me. Shit, I'm calm now. If we had to do this show probably about 5 hours ago, shit, man, please, it would have been like, man, I had enough. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be straight up. Like I had enough with these white folks. I had enough. I had enough with these black folks. I just had enough, man.
What you gonna be next? You gonna have to go to the Latinx community then. Native American.
Man, I had enough with it. I had enough with all of them, man. I'm tired of all of them. You know what I'm saying? Every last one of them, man. They, you get to a point, man. When enough is enough.
All rise.
The
Honorable Charlie Anthony Brown has entered the room.
I just love Anthony. I don't know exactly where you got that from.
Cab. You like that acronym, cab. You're everywhere. You're like a cab. You're everywhere, Charlie. You're everywhere.
Stop. As always, hello, boys and ladies, wherever you may be at.
Behind you.
Yeah.
Well, we talking about, she is my lady, but we talking about the ladies who be on the show with us and our wonderful viewing audience. I am so excited to be here tonight with the good-looking Robert and that ever-present with that bear, which I'm going to grow one, Bernard.
Well, we
got a wonderful show. I'm a little behind. I think if Julius Hall can do what he wants to do, I can damn well do what I want to do.
Lord. All right, so we're going to move on.
I heard you talk about Marjorie Taylor Greene.
No, you missed it. We on Journal Discussion.
I'm going to just say this, Robert. Short and sweet.
No, you ain't never short and sweet.
Short, I promise. Short and sweet. What goes around, come around. She attacked so many people. Now she know how it feels. So she should do one thing. Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on. Next topic on Journal Discussion. Lori, Bigfoot, Lightfoot, gone. What y'all got to say?
Bernard, you want to go first or you want me to go?
No, I'm going to take this one.
Go ahead.
She lost, right? She lost.
No.
Well, she lost. Look, she is the incumbent mayor of Chicago. What you usually do not see is in a major city like that, especially Chicago, is an incumbent not make the runoff. She only got 17% of the vote against two other Democrats. So that was major.
Now, when did that happen? Last night or something?
I
wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lori's foot is not out. She got one foot out and the other one out right with it.
Yeah. She really wasn't doing a good job anyway, to be honest. She wasn't doing a good job. Crime was already up. Attack on black men in Chicago up. She doing the same thing that Van Johnson doing in Savannah, Georgia. Nothing.
A good comparison.
At the end of the day, nothing. So y'all look at it, Savannah, Georgia. They voted her out, so you should go ahead and vote him out. At the end of the day, I'm just keeping it real. No more sugarcoating anything, no more whatsoever. Enough is enough. What look like us, smell like us, talk like us ain't always for us. I'm just saying. It's time for her to go. Let's move on in another direction and get somebody else a shot.
And Bernard, you got a valuable, a good point there. Lori Lightfoot was too controversial about a lot of stuff and didn't spend enough time to find out what they needed to do for us education and move things forward in that way. She was, distraction from the main topic. I know we had the murderers and all the shooting and killing in Chicago, but still, she should have tried to focus on that, and she did not do a good job. And the people voted her out because she was a distraction. I'm just giving you my honest opinion.
Yeah.
And number two, she didn't have no neck, and they never could see her because the neck always was in the shed. You ain't never seen her without.
Yeah. But she had a nice stool.
I take that back.
Yeah, they bought her a nice Gucci stool.
Nah,
man. She missed the boat. I didn't know the election and stuff. The primary was last night or nothing like that. You surprised me by sharing that with me.
Yeah, she lost. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that show you I didn't keep up with the news today because Julius did have this on.
You must have been doing it all night long last night.
Raleigh, quit. Miss Raleigh, make him quit. Oh, dang. Oh.
Come on, Bernard, do it.
Hey, all night long. No. Hey, there you go. There you go. Raise it up.
But again, the voters, like Bernard say, will hand you your retirement ticket because you don't do what the will of the people, because that's who you are representing, not yourself. And that's what Van Johnson is doing in Savannah.
Yeah.
He is doing what he wants to do. He figured out how to change the charter, which was absolutely wrong. You need 5 votes before you get anything on the agenda. It's nowhere else in the country that kind of rule apply. A strong mayor like Atlanta, Philadelphia, New York, no place you got to have 5 votes from city council to get anything on the agenda, Bernard. Like if you the representative, well, I ain't got to use you. I can use Alethea Blakely. I can use Bernetta. If they want to bring something about their constituents, saying they need new roads in West Savannah, new streets, and they bring it to the workshop, and they say, I want to put it on the agenda. Guess what? They got to get 5 votes to get it on the agenda. Van got 4 people vote every single time with him to give him the 5. You can't get nothing on the agenda. You might not have realized it, but I'm going to share it with you. Since it was on city council, Alicia, Keisha, Bernetta, Stella, not to my knowledge, they have never was able to get nothing on the agenda because Van voted down. Yeah.
Because
go ahead.
It's with me, man. It's the dude, man. It's too much Hollywood. That's why they voted the lady. That's why they voted her butt from Chicago. They always trying to make it about them. It's not about you. And until the people in Savannah, Georgia realize, and I think some of them is really coming. It's a lot of hitting me in inbox and hitting y'all and telling they tired of it. They tired of him. He got to go. He too much Hollywood. He's not doing. Man, you ain't did nothing in 18 years in West Savannah, and you still ain't doing nothing now. Ooh, hey, at the end of the day, hey, you can fool me once, but you ain't gonna fool me twice. And Savannah, Georgia people, they tired of them. Dude, I'm tired of them.
It's like I said in the Savannah Morning News. If you ain't scoring points for the 5th district, we're gonna put you on the bench. The next topic is
enough is enough. Enough is enough.
That's it.
Got to go. Go ahead. What's the next
move on. We're gonna be on time. I run a timely show, folks.
All righty.
So speaking of fools, you got Ron, racist, evil, anti-CRT DeSantis, and Trump, and they're about to go head to head. But it seems like the white wannabe evangelicals, but we don't know when we want to be that, are lining up behind Ron DeSantis. So y'all think Trump got his retirement papers? Or you think DeSantis getting the glory? What's going on here?
Well, Bernard, I'm going to take this in first, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to tell my opinion. At first, when Donald Trump was running, the white evangelicals and some black ones were saying Donald Trump was the right thing, the right person, and this man was a Christian, which I didn't buy either of that. And I'm saying now they're lining up with Ron DeSantis and dropping Donald Trump. They full of a horsepreneur. I'm telling you, something is not right in this picture. They are full of horsepreneur. Trust me, when I say that, you know what horsepreneur translates into.
No, I don't. Tell me.
It translates into horse deprecation.
What does that mean?
Deprecation, fecal matter all over the place. And don't you push me no further. I'm trying to be a good person.
Yeah. You're right. Don't let none of this fool you. Don't let none of this fool you. Let me tell you, they got something up. They know what they're doing. And I'm telling you right now, if we don't wake up, if black people don't wake up in America and realize what's really going on and what they're trying to do, they're trying to set back 500 years back. They're trying to set us back. And one thing about these racists, good for nothing, no good at, they stick together. They hide and they planning. And we too stupid to realize that. But they got a plan. And they want y'all butt back where we started from. And they say, Black history is going away. No, every day is Black history. And if you really realize it, the most weakest, I'm telling you right now, and what my opinion is my opinion, not our black media opinion. What you got to realize is these little white boys, they little white boys that don't have nothing else to do, and they have already destroyed this country, and they're doing it more. And what happened is they put the little white boys now. So they trying to see who's bigger than what. And they're taking us and trying to move us out of the way because they're afraid of us. Because if we stick together, we made this country, we can run this country. And that's what they're doing. Don't let that Florida stuff down there fool y'all. Trust me. Don't let Trump think he going no. Trump right there, and they building up, and what's gonna happen is the light at the end of the tunnel, you're gonna see it soon. So black folks, y'all need to wake up. Because if y'all don't, hey, trust me.
One of the things you got to concentrate and seeing how things are being run. And I like to use phrases like this. If you're gonna be about it, you got to know how to game or play. And I think that's what Robert is taking a playbook, because he sit back, watch city council. He just decided to say, I'm going to run. He saw what was taking place. He saw the people didn't have a plan for the 5th district. And he say, it got to be about something other than this. This is what's happening. And we have to know what we need to do. And I'm telling you, I am concerned. We are, what's the word I want to use? Distracted by clothes, cars, all sorts of stuff. You better watch what's taking place. Study and don't let them stand up and be ready to protect yourself.
I'm just disturbed that DeSantis want to attack Mickey Mouse, man. Come on, man. You bigger than that, man. You bigger than that. But y'all, we're gonna go to commercial break and we're gonna hop right into our topics for the day. So hold tight. The city of Savannah has always been known for its African American culture, especially in the 5th district, where I live. Over 50 years ago, my mother and father developed a home in the 5th district, in Liberty City to be exact. And since that time, we have lost our voice and struggled to find the really great leadership that makes us really proud. Our culture, our heritage, and our land have been questioned. But if you join me, Robert Bryant, next year in 2023, we can get to work and believe in change that we can all be proud of. So join me, let's believe in a change, and together we will make the District 5 stronger. Thank you. Yo, and we're back. I know you want to ask Charlie, why do you have on those shades? And you want to, I'll tell you why, Jesus. I'm promoting one of our local Savannah black businesses. Hold on, Charlie, I got a commercial. Now, come on now. Now, it's also shaded sunglasses. If you want a pair, hit me up. I'll hit up my boy James Oliver. Also,
awesome.
I look all the time. I know it. Hold your applause. Hold it. But you can't give a campaign donation. You can't do that. But also shaded sunglasses. I hit up James Oliver. If you don't see him, Issa, what's going on? But no, I was talking cold cash a minute ago, but I protected you. I want you to know that.
I was taking care of family matters. Taking care of
whoa, frog! Whoa! Where that frog come from? You been eating frog?
I have laryngitis. Laryngitis.
Wow, man!
Wow.
I've had laryngitis since Thursday, and so this is better than what people saw me this weekend.
You don't think it came from Saturday night? You partied too hard
all night long.
You're right.
No. This came from what you call pollen and allergies. You know, because y'all got global warming. There's global warming stuff happening. So y'all got pollen.
This about every year to you. The pollen.
I had cases of laryngitis. I had laryngitis back in like October, November. Also, I think so it hits me.
You gotta eat and drink a little more healthy. You need to eat more fried fish and fried chicken and drink more liquor and wine. You'll feel better.
I ain't gonna tell you what he need to eat.
Charlie, hold on. What you said, Julius?
He like it. That's what he wants.
This is not the Jamal Touré Health awareness show. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Your
that man life.
Your $100 fine goes to
fried
the campaign.
Chicken and fried fish. Fried chicken, fried fish. Yeah. Fried chicken, fried fish.
And liquor.
More liquor.
Coke 45. More liquor.
No, Hennessy. You gotta go a little Hennessy.
Oh no.
All right, y'all. We're gonna get back on topic.
More Hennessy.
Apparently,
I had it.
See, I'm gonna come. Bernard, get him, Bernard. He ain't paying attention.
Hey, that's why he can't talk now. Hey, I know what he needs.
Oh my God! Oh
that's another time.
Oh Lord! All right. So apparently, allegedly, Gilbert, the comic strip that is new in the newspaper, the comic strip creator Scott Adams, right? Apparently had a racist outburst. He basically said it's something like, telling the Caucasian race to stay the F away from the black folk, and so they're going to cancel out his comic strip in the newspapers every week. So is that free speech, a violation of free speech? And do media organizations have those types of rights? So we'll start with Jesus since he came in last, and then we'll go to you, Bernard.
Basically, he was passing on stereotypical information, blaming people and blaming, and that folks have the right, to go and say, hey,
He froze it up or something.
Then there's still ramifications. That's what we said.
All right, Bernard.
Nah, you know what? It's not about no freedom of speech.
Am I the only one?
Trust, it's not about freedom of speech. The dude, at the end of the day, he's saying stuff that they say behind closed doors. He just brought it out in the public. That's all. At the end of the day, we stay away from them and they stay away from us. At the end of the day, period. It's not about taking his comic strip or whatever. I guarantee you, if we say something like that, we probably be in prison. You know what I'm saying? And we need to stop giving these white folks a pass. We need to stop giving them a pass. We need to start standing up for ourselves and say what we really and truly want to say, and stop saying everything behind closed door, and stop being afraid to go out in public and say what you really mean. I'm gonna say what I got. I'm gonna say it any damn thing I want. I'm gonna say it in public. If I say it behind closed door, I'm gonna say it in public. And somebody made a comment, and I ain't trying to start that, but somebody made a comment say, it's better to walk in silence than to say. Listen, the people that walk in silence, those are the ones you need to keep an eye on, because they're walking in silence and you don't know whose side they're on. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna be the loudest man in the room. And if I'm the smartest man in the room, I need to change that room, because I'm dumb as hell. But I need to get out that room.
Okay.
Well, as long as you're in the room with me, you can feel the always the smartest.
I don't think you're dumb. You're just very opinionated about what you believe in, and that's what you'll be exhibiting the way I view you. Okay. Yeah. Now I'm going to give you my part. I think freedom of speech, he have the right to say exactly that. And the newspapers have the right to not carry his shows, they're syndicated, because the people buy their newspaper are not going to buy their newspaper. And their newspaper people know that. But he have the right to say what he wants. But I'm trying to say to you guys, that's the way most of the white people are feeling. Ron DeSantis in Florida, this is perfect example of what's taking place, what's happening right now. It's coming out. They don't care nothing about you and I, okay? And we need to get together and stop fighting each other and develop our own plan of action. So, no, his freedom of speech is being violated. He can say what he wanna, but all these people around the country who dropping his paper syndication have the right to do that as well.
Well,
it's about economics.
Let me add this, then we'll go to Tiffany. I do believe in certain rights, but I believe in rights. I believe in rights to a point to where you're hurting people. When you have the audacity to come out here and use words to hurt people or to injure people, you're wrong. You need to be censored. You need to be canceled. Period. You don't have the right to hurt people. You do have a right to have an opinion and say stuff, but you don't have the right to sit here and purposely, intentionally hurt someone. Now, as far as DeSantis goes, is what we see with politicians way too many times, and that is because you don't have nuts or gumption, or you scared to stand on your own. You will be the flag bearer for foolishness just to get elected. We see that right here in this district. We see this across the city of Savannah. We see this across the country. But people don't have enough strength to stand on values, but yet they will lean into what the party says is right to be elected. That is wrong. That is wrong. You got to stand on a set of values. And if you can't do that, then you have no business in any public space where you have influence and a platform.
Robert, but
hold on, Tiffany. Give Tiffany her turn. Come on, y'all.
Okay. Go ahead. Hey, Tiffany.
Hey, I'm good. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to get the clothes basket in the background, y'all.
That's all right. You're doing good. You got a good background.
How y'all doing, fellas? Eyes of Jesus.
We good.
Yes,
we all good.
Yes, man.
So I want to piggyback.
That's very white. It ain't Eastern no more.
Jesus got a frog in his throat.
That's very white.
Okay.
I want to piggyback on what you said, Robert. I think you're absolutely right. I have nothing against people's rights for freedom of speech, but it's when you use that speech to hurt others or to cause chaos. When you use your platform for separation instead of unity, that's when I have a problem. I feel like a lot of our politicians today don't really have values. They act as if they don't have values with the things that they propose in the way that they're acting. Every day on the news, you see something that this woman has said or the Santos has said, and it's just so crazy to me how he can get up here and want to ban AP African American Studies when you're an immigrant, when your ancestors was immigrants. They don't too tough favor you either, because you're an immigrant as well. You're a descendant of an immigrant, and for you to go as far as you're going to come against the African American race, it really shows that he's really a coward. If you would go that way, you would go the way of hatred instead of unity, when you know your ancestors endured the same, well, not the same, but you were ostracized. Your ancestors was ostracized, and they weren't welcome as well. And so for you to base your campaign on such just idiocracy, if that's a word.
Yeah, I think Ron DeSantis actually using a playbook that had been working for the Republican, and that's no excuse. But the subject was about freedom of speech, and I said this guy can say what he wants to say, and whether he hurt people or not, but those syndicated newspapers can cancel him, and that's what's happening.
Right.
You know, because you don't need to violate his. He got freedom of speech. Because like Bernard want to say what he want to say, let him say what he wanna. But economic is going to hurt him bad, and it's already started.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, any comments you got on this one?
Comment.
Yeah.
I mean, again, like I said, that you can have free speech, you can speak all you want, but then there are ramifications from your speech.
That's right.
And that's with all of us. That with us individually or collectively. That again, things we say, there are ramifications. Right. And I just saw this last thing out. The last time I drank Coke 45 was when we were at Westside Stadium when we whipped up on Tompkins. That's the last time I drank Coke 45.
All right, here we go. But I will shout out to Tompkins. I just realized one of my neighbors
that we still playing. That we still playing.
Brother are employed by Woodville Tompkins. The principal of Woodville Tompkins is led by our brother of Alpha Alpha Incorporated. That's what makes y'all great. Hold on, Charlie. Hold on. You mad about this one? What makes you great is a man of Alpha leads your institution. That's the only reason why you're relevant.
and the father-in-law of the principal at Woodville Tompkins is the chairman of the county commission.
Oh, and what is it, Jamal Sheree?
Really?
Yeah. What is it?
And we still, the great people come there.
We just want to give you that one little Black History fact, but not because I know you wanted to know.
No, not really.
Inquiring minds wanted to know.
Yeah. But you know what? Let me address this so we can move on. I understand, you have to be responsible for what coming out your mouth and hurting people. But if you're telling the truth, then at the end of the day, the truth is the truth. So if I'm telling the truth, then at the end of the day, you can take whatever you want to take for me, whatever, because I'm at the end of the day, like I always say, I'm a 1099. I can't fight myself, so I get to say what I want to say. And don't I understand why Black folks always surprised when white folks talk about y'all. They've been talking about us forever. They done robbed us of everything. All right? And they come with this 28 days of Black history. If you really do the history, I mean, we built this country, we saved this country, and at the end of the day, they stole it. But, stop giving these white folks a pass, especially the good old boys. They trying to set us back, and nobody ain't saying nothing about that.
Okay, so truth without love is brutality. Trust me, okay? Because it should have love.
I like that.
Yeah.
I can't stand you. Let's all. Well, if the coach was an alpha man, you would have won tonight. You see when Zafar doing well. But moving on. Y'all, what about this student loan forgiveness? We're going to talk about this. The Supreme Court is looking at this. I don't see the argument here. But is Biden doing enough? Is enough being offered? Is it fair to people who've already paid the debt? What say you, Tiffany? And then we'll go to Charlotte, then Bernard, and Jesus.
Okay.
I feel like if you've already paid your student loan and you're no longer in debt, for others to get that relief, you shouldn't really have a problem with it. It should really just be water under the bridge because you've already paid it. And at least some other people are getting that relief. Now, do I think Biden is doing enough? I think he's doing enough for everybody except for his own nation. I feel like he's like that baby daddy that, you know, you broke up with, and now he don't take care of your kids, but he take care of everybody else's kids except for yours. And that's how I feel about Biden. He has to tighten up. I think
Ukraine, right?
Yeah,
you give all the money to Ukraine.
And then, okay, so I just want to share this. I feel like either way, the U.S. were going to be involved with this war, whether we had Trump in office or whether we have Biden in office. I feel like if Trump was in office, we would be giving money and aid to Russia. And now that, you know, we have Biden in office, we're giving Ukraine relief. And so I feel like either way, with whomever was elected as president, the U.S. was going to be involved. I mean, that's just my thoughts.
It's something you call catch-22. You're damn if you do, and you're damn if you don't. Yeah,
absolutely.
It's called catch-22.
Yeah. First of all, it's
is the Bernard time? Go ahead, Bernard.
First of all, the only reason why it's a big controversy is because the black folks are getting it. And come on now, if you got $100,000 in loan and you talking about he gonna give you $10,000 and $20,000, what that gonna do? That's not gonna do it. And the only reason why Biden is bringing it up because he promised the people that he would do it, and it's getting close to 2024 for them to vote, for them to be voting, and that's the only reason why. I mean, come on now. Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder can see what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Don't get the fool, man. Don't be. If I'm starving and I'm going to the grocery store and I only got $10, I mean, I'm gonna be starving. Come on now. The only reason why we having this, because a lot of black folks is getting it. $10,000 and $20. It's like $20 and $10. You ain't putting a dent. You not helping these folks. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I'm calm. I'm trying to be calm. Believe me. I mean, I got so much anger in me right now, and I'm be straight up being honest. I don't like nobody.
You don't like me?
I don't like nobody.
Well, that's what I did to you.
Wow.
Go ahead, Issa, then Charlotte.
Wow.
My position is that I don't focus it's not necessarily with regards to Biden. I have the issue with is who were the people who filed the action against this right here. That this society right here is always focusing on punishing poor people and middle income people. But then guess what? And they do it such a wonderful way that psychologically, many of us who will be beneficial from this right here, we go along with it. The poor are always punished in this country. The working poor punished in this country. The working class punished in this country. But they can get you so hyped up that you even go against your own best interest. This machine right here is an excellent machine, because again, that's what I'm saying. Because with Biden, I'm not focusing on him. He did it. But again, it's people who stepped in the way. And who are the people right here? It's the wealthy. It's the wealthy. It's the banks. It's the finance companies. It's all of them who still want to hoard the wealth, who still want you to be poor, who still want you to be strangled, but they want you to still buy into them. So that's why I look at it. That's the issue in the Supreme Court. Now you're going to be right in the hands of the Supreme Court. That here go Clarence Thomas and all others got the same thing. But now here go the deal. They will not look out for us. So that's why I'm like saying, hey, Biden, I'm cool with that. But it's the people that when we talk about making a change in society, we got to change the dynamics with regard to classism. These jokers, they don't care about us. And they got the wealth. They want to maintain the wealth and then have all of us strangled and choking to death.
Yeah, you're right. So my problem is this. Why are we the only one? Why are we the only one saying this, Jesus? Why are we the only ones telling the truth that's coming out our mouth?
I think because my brother Bernard, I think what it is because we are not afraid, and that's what some. Excuse me. Let me go to this. We're either not afraid, or we don't have loyalty to other people, and that's what happens. Some of us are so loyal to other groups of people that, because again, we want to have that acceptance from them. And so, we go along with it. So that's why the very issues that we talk about often on the Rabble are tied to people who are tied to other folks and want to be accepted by them, as opposed to looking out for their people. That will then make all of us better.
And that's sometimes the reason the way we dress, because we want them to accept us. We can't be ourselves because we don't even like ourselves, because they want us to be like them. And this money, the vast majority of it, would have helped people who went to the HBC and the HBCU, historically black college, and that's why those folks trying to stop them, because all the money we got was no more than $15,000, $20,000, and that's what it's hurting. It's not hurting kids went to Notre Dame, North Carolina, and places like that. North Carolina A&T, South Carolina, it's hurting those people.
Yeah, well, and I'll add this. One of the things I've learned a lot from Dr. Teray and even Tiffany's family is honoring and understanding what in our community at least, that the ancestors paved the way before us. And I say all that to say, our role in society is to make it and leave it better than the folks that come after us. It's one of the reasons why I'm big on supporting young black male and young sisters in their businesses, small businesses. And I say all that to say, we have gotten privileges and blessings, even in myself, based on my own family, my mother, my father, my uncle, who have paved the way. And how dare I sit here and try to not give back or not support something that will give back and help people coming behind me. I don't understand that concept. All of us, even those who are in the legislature, did not get them by themselves. And it bothers me that people think they've got so high and mighty or have quote unquote made it when you did that on the back of people who came before you. And but so Robert, that's baffling to me.
But Robert, what's interesting, and I hear you, we the ones who caused that to happen. We put them on the pedestal sometimes. And so to say you the servant of the people, we make them kings and queens. Mm-hmm. And it's not their fault. It's our fault. We got to look at it. If you're not going to do it, we will vote you out, and you got to stick with that. Don't come and, what's the word? Razzle and dazzle me a month before the election. Tell me how great you are. I'm not going to vote for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think that's very important, knowing who you're voting for.
Yeah. Right. Hey, like I always say, just because you look like us and you ain't always got this.
That's right, Bernard. That's right.
If you're gonna stand up and right, if you're gonna stand up and be the right, that you can be green as long as you stand up and do what you say you're gonna do.
Right.
Period.
Julius just got here. I'm
about to say, is he sick? Oh, it must have been that loss.
That token one?
Y'all know they lost.
I didn't know.
The coach can't coach. And the players got outplayed. They were throwing pick and rolls, and the coach didn't know anything to do about that. And on offense, the offense wasn't doing nothing because the coach don't have a damn idea. He don't need to be there coaching, period. Bernard, I'm putting in a petition for you to go coach your alma mater, okay?
Hey, Jew, what I told you.
Daniel Taylor.
I want to ask for Julius. I'm a great coach. You know what you do with pick and roll? When they pick, the man pick, you pick. Robin, let me speak for a minute now. Be good. Okay, with that ugly sign, don't let me speak. Okay? Pick and roll. When the man pick, the person pick, you take that man. And that's how it worked. Bernard know that's how you stop the pick and roll. That person pick up that man.
Right. I told you, when me and Jules were talking, I said King Ridge is out of there. They're a private school. And they did exactly what they pick and roll. They got the white boys. And boom.
They had 4 white guys and a black guy.
Yep.
And they did not know how to stop the pick and roll. Them boys was cutting and weaving on them and getting backdoor shots, and they shot lights out from 3.
Yeah.
Guess who play like that? And we'll shut up after this. Guess who played just like that? BC play just like that, beat you to death with fundamentals.
Dougie would take that team. They've been playing off of talent for the last 4 years. The coach don't have a damn idea. He don't know nothing. What you saying, Jamal?
I want to share this right here. This is a very historic moment, though, for us. This is the first time that we've had, and again, for the classifications that have Tompkins, that have Windsor, that have Johnson, and to have BC, haven't made it this far in Savannah, Chatham County, and then also had the SIAC championship right here. This is a historic moment right here. So I'm like, yes, Tompkins lost, but I'm still honored with regards to that. The fact that, again, also with regards to AJ being, player of the year in Class A, that this is a very historic moment. And I don't think that if some people are not grasping the magnitude of this altogether, and we need to be celebrating that. Again, the disappointment, I'm like, I know it is there, but then that is something that is historic for us. Yeah. And now just to share something with you, GHSA, they realized something, that the Savannah schools can dominate. Outside of Atlanta, the Savannah schools are the ones that are dominant forces. That's what they have come in, and that's what this has been about. So I would think, when I was clapping to applaud that, again, what our schools, what our people have done, and each one of the regional players of the year have all had affiliation with groups that we're a part of. So I just want to say, hey, disappointed that Tompkins did not take it to another level. But again, honored with regard to what they have done, honored with regard to Windsor, them, with regards to Langston and all them, proud of Langston and what they've done at Windsor, Tony them at Johnson, and Dougie and Caleb over at BC. So again, tremendous things are happening right here.
Yeah, and I agree, and I know this ain't the every sports book, but this is what I want the team in Savannah to do, and this is a serious note that I want them to put 10 teams outside of go to New York, go to Atlanta, go so you can get better competition. So when you run into the deeper you get into the playoff, you run into those high-powered teams coming from Atlanta, which came out of Atlanta and everything. Put 10 of your schedule having outside teams, and then so you can be prepared of what's going on. Yes, history, and you really and truly got some good players here, but when you go deeper and deeper and deeper in there, you go run across those big time teams that playing teams from New York, Chicago, and all that. That's all I'm saying.
At the end of the day, and I want to thank him for sharing that, it is a historic moment because normally the state tournaments is in close to Atlanta, Bibb County, and around Atlanta. We have never had the state to exhibit like we have. Now, we have had teams that go from Savannah and do well, but they played up and around Atlanta. They did not play in this area. It is a historical moment, and I have to compliment Jamal. But again, he is a doctor of history, and he understands if you're going to move forward, you have to know your past. And he shared that. Thank you so much. That's a kiss up. You owe me $5 when you see me again. All right.
Hey.
All right.
We can get back to the subject. You shouldn't come in and sidetrack us. You're a distraction. I know they lost the way you was acting. Your nose head up like this stuff.
Yeah. No.
Johnny, you didn't do this. Hello, boy. Didn't tell him. You didn't offer it.
That's right. I came in and I didn't say anything, Charlie. I was not like you. When you come in, you start talking. I was real quiet until you called on me.
Well, because you're not me, and you shouldn't act like me because I got freedom of the press.
So you act just like this dude right here.
Oh, Joanne, can't get back. I mean it. I don't act like Herschel. I don't spend $400 million and give it to a car wash.
That's Herschel. That's our next subject, people. Herschel Walker gave $600,000 to a friend that donated to his campaign. He gave the man $600,000 of his campaign money. Now somebody got to be looking into this. $600,000 to a car wash. Come on, Bernard. Come on,
Man.
Wow.
Maybe he wanted to wash all the cars in Riceville.
Yeah. And the car wash was on White Car Wash of America. So that's
Lord.
I don't know what the name of the car wash.
White Car Wash of America. You know it had to be $600,000 to a white man. It sure wasn't none of us.
Nah, it wasn't. It was to one of his donors, and who gave to his campaign? We didn't. You know, so the state needs to look into that because, I mean, God, shouldn't he be investigated, Tiffany?
Well, Julius, most of his friends. Go ahead, Tiffany.
Yes, he should be investigated. $600,000 to a car wash. It is, I know that car washes have upgraded now. They are no longer just a clean one. You can now sit in your car and they do the work for you, but not $600,000 worth of work. I just, it's the plan of the intelligence for me. Like,
yeah. Go ahead, Charlie. What you were saying?
No, I was to say, and what's interesting, Herschel do not have no close black friends at all. All his friends and associates are white. So we know it was a white man got the money or a white woman at the car wash.
Yeah.
He had no close black friends at all.
Jules, it was he donated to the P Valley Car Wash. You see that car wash?
Hey, you see what I haven't said maybe the car wash is laundering his money. Cleaning it up. Pretty good, yeah, so it's just strange how they can get away with stuff.
But Julius, it's just to show you the entire Republican Party have been nothing but hypocrites and the way they are doing things, and it's sad. And the people who following them, it's just simply racism. If you go to that guy Johnson in Wisconsin, this guy IQ is 0, brother. I'm saying he shouldn't be a senator. But what goes around come around. That's what happened to Marjorie Taylor Greene. She done attacked so many people. It's coming back home to roost now. I'm sorry.
Oh, y'all did talk about Marjorie Taylor. Marjorie Taylor, she is something crazy. These Republicans are just something crazy, though, Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
Now, did you hear the latest? What's his name? Brian Kemp is trying to start a new Republican Party and say he's pulling away from the toxic Republicans because they're not good for Georgia and not good for the United States.
Yeah, we might go join them then.
No, he's saying that.
I know. I said we might go join them.
I wouldn't be able to join them personally myself because I'm praying about my heart in this climate of today. It's just the audacity for me. You know what I mean? It's the goal for me. And honey.
Yeah, no, that's real.
Yeah, it's something. I don't know what we're gonna do with Herschel and his crew. Y'all doing good time. Y'all was only 5 minutes out. Okay, that's great. Robert. I know Robert started before when he supposed to start.
Well, to be perfect honest with you, that sign was so shocking. I didn't know what to do or say, and that's why we was hurry up to get rid of the sign.
But Charlie, you gave me A+. Tell them why you gave me A+.
Well, I give it to for distribution out in the streets. You you everywhere.
Tiffany, say it again, Charlie. Where?
Everywhere. All right.
Yeah, no, Tiffany. He have done a excellent job in the 5th district. He must be give them a map because anywhere you go in the 5th district, he got that ugly sign It's there. But people know who Robert Bryant is now a little bit. I have an idea.
Well, he was on a show last night also, and he had his Bryant Believe in Bryant t-shirt on, and he said something about a dog made him stop knocking on doors. Son, a lot of people got dogs.
Let me tell you
my nephew Coke.
Hold on. Let's clarify.
Yeah, tell us what happened.
So, I still go canvassing. However, I was going canvassing in said neighborhood. I ain't gonna tell which one. Now, mind you, let me back up. Last year, I literally got bit by a pit bull last year, for real.
And so
you touched the dog that you weren't supposed to touch.
Charlie, give me a minute.
You touched the dog that you weren't supposed to touch. That dog was.
Hold on.
That dog knew that you were a black person too.
Jamal Tarab, you don't get these. So I walked Charlie.
No excuse. No excuse.
Bernard, I walk up to a house. The man dog right here. I'm right here. The man said, "Don't move, because he might get you." What you gonna do? So now I start putting stuff in the mailbox. If I see
in the mailbox,
now y'all know. I mean, y'all. This ain't Haversham Woods. This ain't Haversham Woods.
Don't touch nobody's mailbox. Put it on their fence. Put it on their doorknob. Don't touch their mailbox. But the thing is this right here. A dog. You're going to get a dog every 10th house.
Let's see if I get bit, Jamal, what they going to do?
You don't worry about that when you get bit. Yeah. Get bit first. You shouldn't have touched that first dog that gave you that fear. You ain't no damn business touching that man dog. Hey, Bernard, he goes to a meet, right?
You told him to go to that house.
No, let me tell the story. He go to a coffee shop to meet somebody, right? And then gonna pet somebody else dog who while he going in the door to go meet polite. He touched the dog. What did he touch that man dog for?
Woman.
Yeah. That dog pulled that bitch away. You don't touch no dog. You ain't gonna never see me touch nobody dog.
Right.
Never.
Look, what color the dog was?
Leave that dog alone.
Jill,
you gonna let him jump me like that?
Jill, we gonna get back on task, but I've worked on campaign for close to 40 years, and I want you to know dogs have chased me. The first thing I say to an individual homeowner, I say, "Does he bite?" And the individual homeowner say things like, "Maybe he might bite you," and I say, "I'm gonna leave the literature right there, and I just sit it on the ground, and I'll go to the next house. I want you to suck up a gut and stop it, okay? If not, you will not be sworn in at January."
I got a side piece, and it ain't a human. So I mean,
stop threatening the homeowners with a pistol in your pocket.
I'm just playing. Okay.
I haven't said you mistook it for a service dog.
I can't say. I'm cool. You know what? But this young lady right here, she and her husband are one of our reasons why we're doing so well with sign placement, Precision Minds, marketing. They're doing some great stuff for us. Okay. So we appreciate them.
Okay.
They're subcontracting, so.
No, we through with the Herschel Walker because we got some big business with it. And we got about 50 minutes, and I want to know what who got the joke of the night anyway?
Charlie.
Okay. Get ready for it in a few minutes, Charlie. Because with Herschel Walker, I just hope Herschel Walker ain't paid you to tell his damn joke. Jamal, you all right? You looking like somebody from the not even the nation, the Sunnis.
His throat hurt. His throat hurt.
Oh, okay.
His throat hurt, y'all. He can't talk because he got so yeah. That's why he's sitting there.
You need a nut juice, whatever. Now,
yeah, I got something for him to clear all that up. So
he need to be on the way to Atlanta to get it then. Oh, you
Yeah,
ran
yeah.
down.
He ran down the street.
Yeah, he ran around the corner front.
He
got something for you, Jamal.
Jamal.
Go on over there and get that Uncle Bud.
I know it. He
That
coming on the
natural light.
show. I can't even talk. I was like, man, come on, man. Get some lemon juice and suck it up, man.
Bigger than that.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave him alone, though. I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm let him sit down in a little corner and be quiet.
The pollen is real bad. It is.
There ain't no pollen.
Thank you, Charlie Brown. Thank you, Charlie Brown.
There ain't no pollen.
You look at the automobiles. Bernard, you in Savannah or are you in Atlanta?
I'm in Savannah. It ain't the pollen.
It's not the pollen?
No, it ain't the pollen. Trust me. With him, it ain't the pollen.
Oh,
family
I got you.
This is
I
a
got
family show.
All
If he
right.
has children in the house.
I got you.
What is it? What is it, Bernard?
God.
What is it, Bernard Brown?
Hey, I call it.
10 tomorrow on the show.
It's called You Need to Go to Blue Flame in
You
Atlanta.
need to quit.
Jesus.
Hey, Bernard, a little Blue Flame will handle that. Little Blue Flame will handle Bankhead.
You what? As soon as Miss Bray and I, we watched the call today, and within an hour and a half, it was all over again.
Yeah.
Real bad.
Car washer's dream. Maybe that's why Herschel Walker had to go keep getting his car done.
Maybe.
He got a lifetime subscription.
Yeah. All right, Robert, take us to our next commercial, and then we'll come back with the joke of the day.
Hold on, y'all. Here we go.
Get ready, Charlie. All right. Let's go with that joke of the day. Let's see whether it's any good. Damn. Robert look like a superstar.
It is.
Did you get
Wow. Also, shaded sunglasses right here.
I like them glasses you got on there, Robert.
And well, look at that's a campaign donation right there.
But you know what you call those? You call those blockers. Those are blockers. Now here go the joke. Here go the joke of the week. This store owner had this wonderful parakeet that talked, and everybody was totally impressed with this parakeet. And this parrot and say some nice things. And this guy walked up with his wife, and the parrot said, "Oh my God, that is the ugliest woman I ever seen. She is ugly to the bone." And the guy was totally upset. He said, "My God, I've never heard no one." He went to the owner and say, "That parrot shouldn't be saying that." The parrot, he looked at the parrot and say, "What did you say?" Say, "That is the ugliest woman I've ever seen in my entire life. Woo, she ugly." The owner took the parrot in the back and say, "You can't be saying that. If you continue to do that, I'm going to give you away. I mean that." The parrot promised, "I will never say that again." He said, "You sure?" He said, "I promise." So the guy was shopping around the store. So the parrot sitting back on the perch. The lady walked by the parrot. The gentleman walked by the parrot. The parrot just stared. Did not open its mouth at all. The guy could not believe it. The guy bought a lot of stuff and say, I'm totally impressed how you control your parrot. The guy was walking out the door. He looked back at the pirate and guess what the pirate say? You know. Julius, you got it. Julius got it. He said, you know. The bird didn't say, Julius, you got it. It's a good joke. The bird did not say any of the things about it. He just said, you know. Oh my God, you know.
That was good. Hey, it was so cozy that it was funny.
It is funny. It is funny because, you know, it's a good joke.
Hey, it was so cozy that it was funny.
The parents, Julius, the parents say, you know.
That's about as good as a sign right now. That's about as good as a sign is.
Hey, I have to admit that it did give me a laugh now, but
well, because he told them the parrot will never say nothing else, and the parrot didn't. But when the guy looked back with his chest all stuck up, the parrot said, "You know." That was it. Nah.
I meant to ask y'all, where's Sandra and y'all woke Sandra up?
She said she got a lot of paperwork to do. She got a new job.
Where's Sean?
He got a family issue.
Oh, okay. All right.
Where's who?
Sean, Mr. Brown.
Oh, Sean. Sean might be in a bar drunk somewhere. The way why you ask that question? You ask some hard questions.
Oh boy, I tell you what, you hard on people, man.
I cannot with you.
Sean look rough sometimes. What?
You know what? What did you do, Charlie?
No comment.
What did you do, Charlie?
I would say, oh wow, that was like the first joke Charlie told him.
It was bad then and it's bad now.
Hey,
one thing about it, you consistent.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
That
Jamal
was
like
good.
he needs some vapor rub over there.
What did you say, Joe?
Jamal, they look like he needs some vapor rub.
No. Nah, I'm listening to you, but I know we had heard that joke before. So, and then Julius, he's like, oh, I'm like, and I was just looking at it like, they are fronting.
I never
heard that joke.
Capping. That's what the young people say. And they over here capping.
I ain't never heard that joke.
Before.
Me, I ain't never heard it.
Hey,
it was corny as hell, but it was funny.
Hey, yeah, Jesus sound like that parrot.
All right. We're gonna get to Fox News, y'all. Fox News. Hey, Fox News has they're being sued for $1.6 billion.
No.
Dominion voter machine company. Right. Y'all know how they accused the people of stealing the election for Biden. That's what Fox was doing, and they knew that they were lying, and they perpetuated the lie, and all their hosts kept telling the lie, and the company is suing them and should win in that defamation suit. Fox is claiming that they have a right to, their hosts have a right to say that under freedom of speech again, or as like they were telling a joke and it wasn't serious, that you need to get the news and disseminate it yourself and find out whether it's true or not. Well, what say y'all?
I say That's what I say. I say because you sit and you feed this misinformation to people over and over and over. It's every hour, it's in rotation, and it causes, and people sit and we absorb it. And because it's coming from a news outlet as Fox, we believe it to be true. And that's the catalyst of hate. That's the catalyst of division. It's the catalyst of racism, because they will sit a black person on that news station and they will battle with them to the end, and they know they're wrong. And so I hope people that suing them get more than the $1 billion that they're asking for. That's what they get.
That was funnier than Mr. Brown joke.
Yeah.
That's a new saying, Rob. We gotta get a T-shirt saying
Right. That's right.
Actually, my skin is very thin. I come on the show and I at least put myself out there and try. And what I get is the Fox News people that criticize me and do not give me no credit for doing this. I don't even have to tell a joke.
Sam's the man that criticized my side. You see, I had nothing.
Wait a minute. Mr. Saturday Night don't tell a joke, and he's Mr. Saturday Night. And then you got Mr. Robert, perhaps one of the worst signs I ever seen in my entire political career. Not a joke for them.
You see it everywhere, don't you?
And you got Tiffany. Look, you got Tiffany got to deal with all them white folks in Athens, and you don't get her to tell a joke about none of them. But I stand up, my friend Sean, who look like he been under a week drunk, we tell jokes. Jamal want to accuse me of telling that joke about 2 or 3 months ago. Right. I did not tell that joke.
I never heard it.
It was told 4 years ago.
You know.
You know.
You know.
At the Buccaneer.
Oh, you know, I can't go at the Buccaneer.
See, Jamal remembers. I don't remember the joke. And when we used to do the show, our first year, we used to do it from the Buccaneer restaurant. Sure live, but I don't remember the joke though.
All right, Mr. Yes, just be quiet. You know something. Just chat. You know, you should go to Florida Gator. One of them gators can eat you. I don't white boy to the gator.
All right, what say you, Bernard, about Fox News?
You know, to be honest, I don't even watch anything when it come on TV and say Fox. I change the station. I don't even watch them. Yeah.
I walk in Bernard. I walk in these restaurants and they be having Fox on. McDonald's is famous for that. Why McDonald's have Fox on? I don't understand that. And Zaxby's too.
Yeah.
And I wonder why they only got Fox on. You know? We got to look into that. You're right.
Fox,
I'm sorry.
Fox
nah.
Zaxby's out of Statesboro, ain't it?
Don't come with your joke. I don't do that.
Hey, that's where they're from. And they're from Georgia Southern.
It was a little blue house right on next to campus. We don't claim them.
I'm gonna sign out. I'm gonna go make my honey and lemon right now.
A little bit of sugar Avery in it.
No, we ain't talking about none of your friends tonight.
Fox News is to probably have no integrity, and all they do is play to a bunch of people who willing to follow them right into the ground, and that's sad. And it's not a credible news, in my opinion. Carter, what his name? Cardi
B.
No. Carter, what his name, honey? Carton Tucker or something like that. He is terrible. He's the #1 do boy. Tucker.
Oh, you talking about Carson Tucker?
Yeah, he's terrible.
Yeah, he is terrible. He is terrible. Him and Sean Hannity. Sean Hannity is bad too. But the thing is, they're throwing each other under the bus. The owner and the owner's son. They throwing all the hosts under the bus.
Yeah,
I'm talking about. They're saying, well, they knew it was a lie, and they were talking about him behind their back, but they still think that they were proper in what they were doing by reporting that because they didn't say it was an actual fact. Yeah. That's crazy. But you fit to lose 1.6 billion or more because it's not an actual fact, because you want to boost your ratings with all this mess, almost to the point where you're starting a cultural war, almost to the point where you're starting a race war, almost to the point where you're dividing the country straight down the middle, and then you want to blame it on the hosts were just joking. Come on, man. You don't do nothing like that.
Right. Now, behind the scene, Julie, did y'all hear about behind the scene? They were making fun among each other how they was lying to the audience and fooling all the people, and they know it was not the truth about a lot of their subject matter. Was not the truth at all. I mean, I look at Fox News, but very shortly, just to see exactly what lies they promulgate. And then I turn. I don't watch it. I mean, I really don't. I watch CBS, ABC, and NBC. I don't watch them Fox News. That's garbage.
The only news I watch is our black media news.
There you go.
Well,
and Fox should just call their news a comedy show. Because you get on there, you be laughing. What the hell? But then you get these ignorant rednecks in the country who absorb all that information and as the truth. And then they come in the Athens County City Council and want to tell Tiffany off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Tiffany, how
after Tiffany get in the room, be super quiet.
Tiffany, how many people sit on your city council?
It's 10 of us.
Okay.
It's 10 of us, the mayor and the manager.
Yeah, but you know what? I want to see this. Tiffany.
It's 10, it's so like, make 11.
Tiffany, she stand up. She stand up.
It's 10.
You know, it's got to be an odd number.
It has to be an odd number.
What you mean?
Because
mayor.
We got it's 10 districts and a mayor.
Okay, it's 11. Okay,
it's 11. That's what I was saying. Because it has to be an odd. Because if the mayor vote for whoever side he vote for, it have to always come up odd.
Yeah.
Right.
But she stand up. You know.
Tiffany, we're gonna come up and see you. I'm gonna come up and see you. I want you to, and we'll take you out to dinner. And Joey's gonna pay for the food.
All right. I'm actually having an event April the 15th with all of the house reps. I got all of them to agree to come to this side of town. My baby crying, but they've all agreed to have a town hall, and so I'll find
April 15th.
April 15th.
April the 15th.
That's tax day. It used to be.
I know that's what everybody keeps saying. That's tax day. Yeah.
It's you better tell them you coming March 11th.
Oh yeah, and I'll be me and my sister and my mama will be down here. We'll be down in Savannah on the 11th for Robert's event. We're leaving Athens early.
Okay, then you'll get to see me in person.
Bless your heart.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what, Tiffany. When you do see me, don't get too excited, okay? Cause I'm semi-famous. And when you're semi-famous, people know your name and you don't know their name. That's right. What makes you semi-famous.
Oh, you got everything in?
Robert, take those.
Come on, Robert. I'm gonna need to buy them.
Also, glasses. I put the link above.
I don't like them glasses. Put the other one on. Put the other one on.
You know what? Next week
you look like El DeBarge or somebody.
No. Put the other ones on. Let me see the other ones.
Okay.
Again.
You want me? Okay. Tiffany, you need to bring Daniel so Bernard can work with Daniel.
I like that. That's awesome.
That's you there, boy. You look like the drunk El DeBarge boy.
I like that, Robin.
Don't Robin look good in them glasses like that?
What do you say now?
I said he looked good in them glasses, the ones he just had on.
I'm gonna go canvas with them on then.
I don't make comments. I don't make comments about men's glasses. I only make comments.
Oh, you don't?
Nah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Guess what? Guess what? Those glasses you got on, you are a pretty handsome guy, and I have to compliment you. Because you know why? Charlie Brown know exactly what he is, and he don't worry about a damn thing. Because guess what? All night long.
Oh, Lord. Hey, but hey, RG been promoting those glasses the whole show.
Yeah.
The whole show.
Oh,
if he promote, if he turn around and promote that sign he got back there, the way he was promoting that, the way he been promoting those glasses, he's gonna have 1 million votes. He's gonna have 1 million votes.
I tell you what, one my friend, I need to tell a friend I need to put one in her yard because I ain't asking you. They ain't your yard.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold that sign up
so, tonight.
Robin, hold that sign up and put it close so we can see it.
That's all right. That's all right. You sit in better. That's right. You hate her.
Go right over there, Robert, and put one in my cousin's yard. Right there on the corner next to Mr. Mole there.
Hey, but I got a question. On a serious note, I got a question.
Yeah.
So I ride around in Savannah. Only signs I see RG sign and I see Keisha sign. But I don't see the signs of people who they run against. Are they confident they gonna win? Or are they what?
No, it's Pat Rossiter got his sign.
Yeah, Pat
Rossiter got his sign.
Not like rock all over the place. I go all over the
place. You better tell him.
I don't even know who he running against. I'm be honest.
Pat Rossiter.
He had 250 of them ugly signs in it, Charlie.
Pat Rossiter. Let me talk to Bernard for a minute. Pat Rossiter is running against Alethea Blakely for post number 2 at Lloyd's. They run citywide. And the reason why you had not seen no one else citywide is that Purdy got his sign out, Curtis Purdy, but it's in the 6th district.
Yeah. No, I go all over the place. I go from the 1 all the way to ever. I only see RG sign and I see Keith. I see RG sign on Dean Forest Road. And,
that's correct.
And that's deep. That's deep.
Correct. No, that's not deep. That's a part of the 5th district.
Well, hey, he got him. So
see,
you been at Hampstead? You been at the Hampstead? Go out to Hampstead.
If it comes to the signs,
we already
get signs. You got to
be. Signs don't tell him, Mr. Brown. Tell him signs don't what?
They don't vote, but they influence.
That's correct.
We've been talking to Mr. Brown.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Julius, listen. We done give Robert enough time now, and we didn't charge him a nickel for this. So we're not going to give you no campaign contribution from ATR. Now, Julius, get on with the program. We'll spend 10 minutes on Robert already about his sign.
Yeah, and we're going to have him out in the streets walking behind him. You going to drive the car. Me and Bernard, we going to be knocking on doors with you.
Ready.
And damn a dog. Ain't no dog coming to take you. Dog come, run and jump on the car.
Charlie got too much stuff in the truck.
Just put some food in your pocket. That's
Tiffany,
how you get them.
Tiffany, you've never been to Canton Park, have you?
No, sir.
Canton Park is a historic park. It's a small park, but it's a historically park. A lot of the great basketball players came out of Canton Park. I mean, Gator Rivers, a lot of them played over in Canton Park. And the name of the baseball field is a great athletic Hall of Fame, Samuel Hicks. He used to coach football for a lot of the youth boys in Savannah.
Oh, wow.
And that's a field name after him.
Right.
Well, we got 2.
I'll see you that day, Tiffany.
Yes, I'm coming down there. I've already purchased my shirt.
Okay.
Holly, have you purchased yours?
Excuse me?
Send me mine because I ain't never get my money back for the shirt I ordered.
Come make you some.
Robert, I didn't hear what you
either.
say.
Well, you played. I probably didn't either.
Well, we need to call Shantae and ask her where our shirts at. With that company.
Julius, would you tell him how much we charge for consulting
You got a shirt
service?
coming. I'm just messing.
Tell him how much.
Right?
$99.
Right, you got to get somebody to make you some earrings.
$95 an hour.
That's what we got.
We're gonna vote
Now,
on it.
and guess what we have charged you so
You need some
far?
earrings like that.
But Charlie, I got.
You know what we charge you?
I'm like, I got.
Nothing but love. We charge you nothing but love. That's it, my
And I had to
Yes.
sit and listen to that joke, that whack joke.
And I would say that Julius and Robert is the reason why I won as well.
Tiffany's saying something. Tiffany's saying something, Robert. What you say,
Listen, Charlie, listen.
I would say that Robert and Julius is the reason why I won my campaign, because this was my first time ever running and I knew nothing about campaigning. I just knew that I wanted to make a change. And I talked to Robert, he talked to Julius, we talked on three-way, and here I am. So
we are so happy.
And Tiffany, you know where Julius get a bunch of his ideas and stuff from? He got great ones, but he got it from, tell him, Julius, who you got it from?
He got it from you, Mr.
All my political swag come from Charlie Brown. I tell everybody that all the time. I know about politics are rooted in Charlie Brown. That's who taught me what I know. I just took it later on because times change.
Put it on steroids.
And put it on steroids. And then he now realized that steroids work. And now we are charging $95 an hour for consultation.
I tell you something else Julius brought back. Julius brought back drive time because about 30 years ago, we used to do drive time regular, and people forgot it really worked. And Julius brought back drive time because drive time worked. And drive time is in the morning between 7 and 9, and then in the evening between 4 and 6. That's drive time when you got people going to work and people coming home. And you get their attention when they come at a red light, a particular corner. Tiffany, are you listening? Although you won the election, but you got to run for re-election. So you got to keep in mind, God give you one mouth and two ears. So you listen and don't talk while I'm talking.
Absolutely. I'm sorry, Mr. Brown.
And drive time is powerful. People might not realize it, but it is powerful. It's a great ground.
It is.
I never knew what it was until Mr. Brown told me exactly what to do with it. And I just took it and ramped it up a little bit more. Instead of having one person on the corner, I put 4 on the corner. Y'all ain't see
impact.
But real talk, Shalina did good with that.
Wait till y'all see the drive time that we got coming in this next campaign. We're gonna be out there at night with vests on. So y'all watch out for it.
Guess who we helped, Robert? We helped Dietrich Leggett, and yes, we did too. We helped Dietrich Leggett, and he helped Purdy. Purdy would not have won if Julius didn't go out in the 6th district.
I took teams out there for weeks out there helping Purdy. Teams. We took so many people out there on standing on corners for Purdy that Van Johnson campaign, Tony Thomas campaign got mad and called Van because I had Van sign and Purdy sign on the same sign.
Well,
and one on the bottom, one on the top. They got mad and called Van and told Van to tell me to take the sign off of Purdy's sign. So Van wasn't with Purdy. Van was with the person Purdy was running against. And he only went over till after Purdy won and beat that person. Now Purdy kisses his butt.
Julia, you want to know something? I think that's why Van made that comment about you put out a few signs for him that was payback for what you did.
Yeah.
With Purdy.
Talking noise about me.
Yeah.
But we got Robert. Robert, you didn't even see what we're gonna do yet. We just need you. We don't need you crying We don't need you doing nothing. When we get ready to roll, we need you rolling.
I'm down for it.
All right.
I'm down for the foolishness.
Don't stand talking to nobody for an hour either. Tell them who you is. Keep moving.
All right.
Ooh, honey, because people keep you in their house.
Yes, they will.
People keep you in. I made a mistake and knocked on my great aunt and uncle door just to stick my head in. 3 hours later, we would end it with a prayer.
Killed your whole day. I mean, but the thing is, they got people out, and look where you are. The thing is, you got to touch those people. If you don't touch those people, see, some candidates ain't gonna go knock on doors. They figure that they can do it off of their name or off of tradition.
People like to meet you.
Upset those candidates. Those candidates like that can't beat us. So
Bernard, I want you to pick this up and share it with someone. You simply let them know when you meet them. Say, I can only stay for a minute or so, but I wanted this great opportunity to meet you because we got to meet so many other people, and please allow me to do that. And you give them one or two spill what you're going to do, and then you say, thank you for allowing the time, and you move to the next person as quick as possible. And then if it get real hot, then you and your person, you don't go no place by yourself. You always go with at least 3 to 5 people. And one person's job is to tell you, we got to move to the next stop. We got to move. Yeah. And you're not being rude to the person. Your person is, because your person got to get you out to see the whole district.
Get out my.
No, but when people meet me, they don't realize I'm so handsome that they don't want to leave me.
No. You are handsome, but you don't look near good as Julius and myself. We just tolerate you. That's all.
Not now.
Hey, but I be getting the crowd because I'm so handsome and tall. They say
that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is right now.
Julius, this show have turned into a Robin political rally. And you need to withdraw this.
Hey, you better have a good message. What? You better have a good message. What's your message to the people?
Give me one key message to the people, Rob.
Yeah, give me one key message.
Apparently, y'all don't read the Savannah Morning News.
No, I don't.
No, we don't.
No, I don't.
But I'm gonna get
y'all news where, Bernard?
Our black media.
That's correct.
Oh, we being funny. Y'all must not even watch Alicia's show last night.
I saw you on the show.
I logged off early.
What I say?
I know you only had you only give out 2 T-shirts, and you must have had 30 seconds. Boy, she cut your time short.
Yeah. and then I need you to go a little bit deeper than what you did with that one subject that you talked about. I need you to have 3 or 4 things that you're gonna tell these people what we knocking on doors and we talking to people. We fit to change some minds in that 5th district. I promise you that.
Yeah.
Now y'all hear this now. Me and Bernard and Drew supposed to go canvassing last Sunday. They left me hanging. I want the viewers to know that.
Listen,
I was canvassing by myself.
From April, from late March until early May, middle of May. We finna hit it hard. You ain't got to worry about it.
We can do it all the way to August.
Yeah, when that's free. But I'm gonna be out there before that.
You qualify in August.
No, I said we're gonna canvass all the way through then.
Yeah.
We'll be done talk to 5,000 people by that time. Anyway,
South Side, Hampstead.
We got 2 things left, but let's do the last thing first, and then we'll go to our last topic. Let's do this one first. We got the Weeping Time African Unity Festival. They're different. They're not different. Everything is the Weeping Time, but then you got different people putting on different events. So this one will be held at Mark Arena, at the new arena, the new Civic Center, we call it the new Civic Center, new arena, the Mark Arena, on Saturday, March the 4th from 11 to 3. That's 4 hours of getting out and enjoying your culture. Vendors, food, bouncy houses, African drummers, live music, and a good time. They're gonna have food trucks and all other kind of stuff out there. So y'all go out there, make sure Dr. Deidre Grimm is the head of that. Make sure that y'all go out there to the African Festival, African Gullah Geechee, Weeping Time Festival, because African and Gullah Geechee just means that you're black. Don't go running when somebody tell you that you Gullah Geechee. Yeah, you Gullah Geechee because you're black. That's all it means, is that you're African American. That's what it is. So we're gonna go on to our last subject, and our last subject for the day. We got about 15 minutes, and we're gonna talk about why does the U.S. give all this money to the Ukrainians when they aren't giving any to us? Where's the U.S. aid to Ukraine going to? And I understand, you be sympathetic for one of your NATO countries, but how about before the war started? What did they do for us, Bernard?
Nothing. Hey, at the end of the day, if Russia, I'm disappointed in Russia. And they're supposed to be one of the biggest, military in the world, and they letting this little behind Ukraine, poking them out and hanging in there with them, and you know what I mean? I mean, come on now. That's just like, come on, and then my thing is this. I ain't surprised, man. We the only race that can't get nothing. Can't get a damn thing for this country. But we built this country. We made this country what it is. Everything you use it in there, a black person did it. And they just let us out to dry. You know why? Because we allow them to do it. We allow them to do everything that they're doing to us. We allow them to do it. And I'm 60 years old. And damn if I'm going to stop doing what I'm doing to make sure people who scared to talk, I'm going to talk for them. People who don't want to talk, I'm going to talk for them. At the end of the day, this country is full of S. You don't need to depend on yourself. Depend on yourself. Because if we keep on depending on these white folks up there in Washington, D.C., we're going to be dead broke like we is now. Period. So if you expect them to give $10 million to the boys, the Black and Boys Girl Club, you done lost your mind. If you expect them to give $20 million to our black media, you done lost your mind. If you expect them to give $5 to Brian RG campaign, you done lost your mind. One thing they would do, they'll give $10 million to Van Punk Johnson so he can carry on doing what he's doing to those people in Savannah. They'll do that. And that's all I got to say.
I've never heard nobody say it so elegant. Van Punk Johnson. I have never heard it so elegant say. I like that. I just realized what you just said. Van Punk Johnson.
Yeah, you ain't nothing but
That's pretty.
What do you have to say on the Ukraine right now?
Listen. And it's sad because you have to realize those Europeans are fighting themselves. It's like a civil war because Ukraine is actually a part of Russia, and they broke off and started their own country. And I think that's why some of the Russian soldiers don't want to be as harsh to them, and why they've been using rockets and stuff out of sight, out of mind, because they don't get to actually see it like that. And you have to realize the white race is being diluted with black and brown people. So they trying to preserve the white race with the Ukrainian people coming to America. We can't get SSI. They say go get a job, and a bunch of the Ukrainian are getting SSI and food stamps and housing and everything else. And if Bernard try to get it, or Charlie Brown try to get it, they saying get a job. You out of your mind. And that's what's happening, people. I'm saying it is to try to recruit as many white people to come to this country to help with the population. Haitians can't come. They stopped them. They need white people because they figure by 2059, America will be 60% brown and black. I just want to let you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's my opinion. And that's why they're giving them money and will not give you. No. Well, they're not going to give Robert for that sign. Now, there's no way in hell that they're going to do that. But his new sign is a sign have impact, and he put some thought into it, and he called the professionals. We look at it, and we think it's a much better sign.
Do we have any?
On his own.
Do we have any big signs?
Not yet. You got to raise some money.
I am right here, y'all.
Yeah.
You got to raise some money.
Okay, back on topic.
Robert, you next. The Ukraine with this money.
Well, thank y'all for having me tonight. I'm glad to be here. I totally agree with what everybody said. And Charlie, to add to what you were saying, you know, there are wars going on in the continent of Africa, And it's interesting, Charlie, that you raised that perspective because
I'm smart.
You are the smartest person on this show, I will agree. And probably the smartest person in Chatham County.
Robert, tell me where I sent a contribution for your campaign. I like
it's right here, there it is. Bam.
All right.
And Alicia Blake would say, bam, baby.
I got it. Go ahead, Robert. Go ahead.
You remove the period. But in all realness, we got wars going on in Africa, and I haven't seen any aid sent there. We got wars going on in this country called poverty. We got wars going on in this state. It's called homelessness, and I haven't seen the aid sent there. And so, Bernard says it's a lot, and I get concerned, but I kind of question, Kamala, what the hell you doing? Your folk, I know you got a little other stuff going on, but you got to drop a black in you. And Joe want to pretend to play black sometime, but your people and our communities, we just need a little bit. We might not get 10 billion. But at the end of the day, I question what's going on because we're not even fixing the wars that are going on here. And the wars that are going on here are economic and they're killing our community. Yeah.
But you know what? You're right. But what we need to do, I guarantee you, if you sit down and talk to some of these young kids, man, these young kids smart as I don't know what. They're telling stuff to us before we even get on the news. That's how smart some of these kids is. I mean, we need to pay attention to them. Trust me. Man, my daughter was telling me so much stuff. She told me this the other night, and I'm sitting in my chair, and the same thing she was telling me, it came on the news. And I'm like, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. That's all I got to say. We're in trouble.
Tiffany?
I'm just like I said earlier, I feel like Biden is like that baby daddy that when y'all break up, he doesn't take care of your kids, but he take care of everybody else's kids. He take care of the one kid he live with, the woman he like. He take care of those kids, but he don't take care of his own. And that's how I feel Biden is doing. As many issues we have going on our own soil, you would send $10 billion in aid, and I understand the aspect of war. I truly do, and it's ugly what we see on the news every day. But I also think that he has a common interest in Ukraine that is going to be beneficial for him somewhere down the line, which is why he's giving all of this money to Ukraine. It's just unfortunate, and we're having to pay the price tag for it. When I heard Putin make his speech, to me it felt like, are we going to go to war? Like, is this going to be a thing? Are we going to end up on the news like buildings being bombed? You know what I mean? I also felt. Go ahead.
Well, do you think that, this to you, do you think it's fair that they're giving these people, bringing the Ukrainians in and giving them housing, giving them food stamps, and giving them SIS benefits, giving them Medicare? Do you think it's fair to us? I don't think it's fair. And they're using our tax dollars to do it and won't give anything to us.
Right.
Yeah.
Make you jump over hoops and loops and bounds just to
Yeah.
get all of those benefits that you just mentioned. You have to be at least disabled, a single parent home, low income, barely making it, or not have a job.
Yeah.
And you still have to jump through hoops and loops and bounds just to get money, or that type of assistance. Whereas refugees can come in because they're white, then they automatically get all of these things. Whereas to your point, Mr. Brown, about the Haitian, when the Haitians tried to come in, how they whipped them, how they, ostracized them and put them out. They weren't welcome. They didn't get assistance. You know what I mean? They used COVID against them. And so to be able to just let it speaks to the soul of the United States of America, which we already know the soul, but they're showing who they really are.
Because at the end of the day, they need to keep white people like Europeans like them to come in to help try to save the race of white people, and that's what it's all about. If you
get over here and see black women and go nuts, and then they still gonna lose.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm just, it's just. I'm telling you, I am so tired of talking about this fake behind country. The U.S. ain't no different than the rest of this country. They fake, they conniving, they evil, they everything that Malcolm X and Farrakhan, all them saying about the United States is true. Mm-hmm. They're big hypocrites. At the end of the day, how you gonna give somebody SSI, food stamp, all that, and not don't live here, and then not giving it to your own people, buy them, man.
Take us to red tape to get it. Red tape, you gotta go to
Bernard. And you know what's sad? They have never paid no taxes, no sales taxes, no taxes.
Yeah.
And they're getting it. And the ones who live here paid in something can't get nothing.
Yeah. And Mr. Brown, a veteran who put his life on the line can't even get housing, but they bring these people over and give them housing. You got veterans sleeping under the bridge.
Yeah.
And then it's not fair. And I sympathize with them. This is the war. This is just one of the things that happen in the world. They know they ain't coming over here with that. Yeah. They better do whatever they got to do, because everybody's gonna be shooting out their door. They gonna get picked off everywhere they at. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't coming over here with that. They go over there with it, but they ain't coming over here with it because these boys got guns.
And I tell you what's interesting is we ask for a reparation and they don't even want to look at it. They could very well say this. Say, every black person who was born, I'm making this up, after 1990, get free education. That will cover your reparation. They could do something as simple as that. That's my opinion. None of that's taking place.
No, Charlie, if I may, y'all, what happens when Cory Booker, what happens when Warnock don't advocate for that? Because I don't see them advocating for it.
Yeah. And so what's so crazy is this. We've been at war with the United States for 200, 500 years. We still at war.
Exactly.
We fighting the war, and we still can't win. Yeah, we still can't win.
It's gonna come to a point where we as a people have to decide if we are going to be an independent people away from the powers that be. Imagine if we took our spending power. Imagine if we took everything that us as a race contributes to the United States of America and become our own independent party. Just imagine.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Those are things that we have to look at, and I'm just that you have people over here who are suffering, and the suffering isn't being stopped or being attended to by the people who we elect to take care of all the people. And that's part of my problem with what happens in this country. So, I appreciate you all taking the charge while I was at the basketball game. And I appreciate all y'all great, beautiful people just attending and standing up the way that y'all stand up every day for not only Savannah, not only Athens, not only Chatham County, but for America. Y'all, and this is the kind of leadership that we need everywhere. So I just want to take my hat off to y'all. Jamal, he's in the trenches every day. And he ain't on this panel right now, but I got to give a shout out to him too, because he's doing everything he can. That's why he got laryngitis now.
Yeah. No, he on the show, Jules. Here he come. I didn't want it. I do tell land. I don't do running tell land on there. Yeah.
I want to say this, and it's so sad. We not only helped and build this country. We fought in World War I. We fought in World War II. The Tuskegee Airmen. We fought in the Korean War. We fought in the Vietnam War. Excuse me. My wife said we fought in the Civil War. Mm-hmm. And what I'm saying, they still treat us really bad. And someone somewhere will say, enough is enough. Mm-hmm. Because we have done everything to say we are an American and you need to treat us. They put in Jim Crow laws. They did everything possible to degrade us. But guess what? We're resilient people and we still standing. Yeah. And Tiffany, I'm seriously, hat off to you running for city council to be a part to make a difference. Don't let people change your thought pattern. You represent your constituent and do a good job. And again, Robert, thank you for having the courage to put that sign together to bring it on air tonight, but continue to do that. And Julius, as always, do something about that nose. It is too large for human consumption to look
I need you to look at that little red thing up in the corner up there of your clock. You see it? The red up in the live, where it say live in the corner of your computer. Always pay attention to that.
Yes.
And see, I'm going to put this on you from now on. See, this is what I got for you. See this? Whenever you see this right here going, see that red thing? That red dot right there? See how I do it? That means be quiet. Anyway, hey, good night. I appreciate you all. Y'all just hang in there. We're going to get what we got coming pretty soon. And, God is good. So all we can do is keep doing what we're doing. Tiffany, we're proud of you. And we'll be there in April, me and Charlie Brown. Make sure he come, Tiffany. If you call and make sure he come, he'll come. But if you don't, he's not coming.
I'm going to make sure he come.
All right.
We're gonna meet. I'll be down there next weekend.
I'm gonna see him March.
Right. You be here next weekend. But I'm talking about for that particular event, you make sure. But anyway, we ain't got but 2 minutes left, and we got to go and close out. And I'll talk to you all later. And see y'all on the shows coming up tomorrow, Friday, Saturday. And don't worry, we got little known Black History facts being worked on. And from the hood to the pulpit being worked on, and we got it coming to you soon. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Like this. back to that.